Ready? What?
Like a ninja.
I'll be on the other side. I think we're ambitious. Our generation.
What's that?
Ambitious, if you wanted to use like one word. Especially like people on this trip.
Gotta be ambitious.
They want to do big things, not necessarily like they don't want to make $1 billion or anything, but they want to do something different, something that's hard.
I mean, I'm sure you want to make $1 billion, but like, you're not like about to become a stockbroker.
No, yeah, I'm not just gonna give it all up so I can work every day, all day. But yeah, I think people care. I think young people are caring more and more about what's going on in at least in the political and environmental world. Like they realize we have to do something now or else our society may collapse. Energy is a very important thing. It's the biggest industry in the world.
I feel like our generation's more self-aware. Like we're starting to see the effects of the previous generations with global warming and our economy and political structures and everything.
That's what I was about to say. I think we're a lot more politically motivated right now.
Our nation's not like
Turning to us.
a baby anymore. It's not just developing. It's not revolutionary anymore. We need change again.
And I think our generation.
Evolutionary.
I think our generation also realizes that it won't necessarily be easy, or our lives won't necessarily be better than the previous generation, which has been, a promise of America is like every generation has had a better life, and that's not guaranteed for us.
No.
Like we have to do something about that.
It's all about doing what makes you happy. Sustainably, of course, though.
All right, do it then.
Are you ready?
Yeah.
Magic Johnson style.
Jesus.
Will
Did Magic Johnson hit it off the railing when he was throwing behind the bags? Bust life.
What you're doing is like directly helping like society.
Let's hope so. Let's hope those little kids learn something. I don't know how excited they'd be to see their teacher doing like going through a grease dumpster 8 o'clock in the morning in Albuquerque, New Mexico.
Albuquerque's a very respectable place to be at 8 in the morning.
So how do we do this, Winston? Just dip it in? Just dunk it? This is gonna be disgusting.
This is a disgusting process.
Oh,
You guys should have worn the overalls.
Oh yeah. You go get your jumpsuit. You're gonna be dunk master today.
Alright, I'll master flex.
Bring more cardboard too.
Is there a better position for it? Like, should I flip it over?
Steve's the dunk master.
Ew.
Mike's pretty good at it too. You don't have to fill it up all the way because it gets pretty hard to pour when it's really full.
Oh no.
Then look this down there.
Right, and then I just pour?
Easy. This is the hard part.
Oh, this is.
Yeah.
Stuck in the grossest pedal.
Is it bad?
It's not so bad, but I mean, like, it's not good for our filter.
I can see chunks going in.
Yeah.
Hey, you're missing my stream, dog. What are some positive stereotypes about our generation? Are there any?
You tell me.
Are stereotypes inherently bad?
I don't know. I feel like I'm not aware of very many stereotypes for our generation for some reason.
Okay, well, we watch a lot of MTV. Like, that's one.
That's like
I don't watch
80s
it.
generation. I guess you can still make that claim.
But when we were growing up, totally MTV.
Dude, I loved MTV growing up.
Hey man, I watched TRL. I want to know who Carson Daly was going to tell me was the best band.
Dude, it was
Carson
Limp
Daly, I
Bizkit.
can't think for myself. You tell me.
Limp Bizkit.
I don't watch it anymore though.
No, I can't stand it. Well, that's a point that I think has been brought up in this country as like an anti-intellectual. There's been an intellectual backlash. Like our president he's just a common guy. That's why he got voted in, because he's like everybody else. And then no, I mean not not to say like thought was, you know, done away with, but
He probably,
you know, honest debate had a, like, you know, you question him and that was bad because he was just doing what's good for everybody else.
if you look at George Bush, I feel like he probably captures the majority of the people in our country.
That's why he won the election.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's true. I think a lot of people voted for him just because John Kerry was a huge douchebag. And George Bush is like, I mean, not to say George Bush isn't a huge douchebag himself, but I wasn't like, were you stoked for John Kerry?
No,
I wasn't stoked for him. I was just stoked that like we didn't have to have George Bush as our president anymore.
Dude, I'm stoked for Obama.
Yeah, and that's the difference. Like I'm excited for Barack Obama.
I couldn't find one flaw in it. Like, why wouldn't you keep sustainability in mind with everything you do?
Because biofuels like drive up the cost of food and stuff. Like when you hear the UN asking the EU to curb its biofuel standards because people in Indonesia start chopping down rainforest. And
Yeah, when you hear stuff like that, and like in the Amazon, they since now they've switched to ethanol based off sugar. They're growing as much sugar as possible, so they're tearing down like.
Yeah, they're losing a lot of biodiversity. That's milky. How difficult sustainability is to achieve. Well, I'm just saying, like, just with our bus, like, you know, we do this, which is nice, but then we have to buy filters too. You know, there's always like some other little aspect of what you do that can, you know, that isn't sustainable.
But I mean, if you think about it, like there are ways to make like
To get around that.
there are ways to like have people make like filters from recycled materials
And
That you can,
reusable filters
reusable filters.
and reusable filters
that
too.
you can clean and use again. You wouldn't have to buy more than one.
Yeah.
Right? How nice would that be?
And additionally, if this were as widely used as petrol oils,
Dude.
then we'd have pumping stations
Gross.
where we wouldn't have to worry about buying
I
our
was
own
thinking
pump.
about this, like, why doesn't, okay, so McDonald's and Burger King switch to veggie oil.
Exactly.
Why, like,
Keep going.
those things are everywhere, and then, you know, why don't they just
Turn it into
become
a fueling
fuel
station.
stations as well?
Well, this is kind of where we were going at the beginning of the year.
They
With
could
good for the
make-
bus, good for the body.
You can make money off of that then too. Like it's not.
Totally, you could totally charge $1 a gallon for this. And they'd make their money back because when they buy these,
so much money back.
they buy like $30 for this container. If you sold it for $1 a gallon, you get $5 back. Plus, you'd be using healthier oil.
Yeah, so not only would people be healthier, they'd get positive press because they're doing something sustainable.
Mm-hmm.
They would be helping us and our energy dependence on, you know, foreign oil or foreign sources wherever.
Think about what would happen to the economy if our fuel costs went back down to $1 a gallon. Everything has been rising in price, inflating. It's the cost of fuel.
And not to say that, you know, we could fuel every single piece of machinery in our country, but it's a start. And then I'll get, well, maybe we could think of another way to do it.
Exactly. This is
Look, look at that. Look at that top layer.
That's cool. It's just air.
You sure?
Yeah.
Okay. Where's the cap?
So I mean, like, so far the most important thing that we have been doing is showing people that you can run your vehicle on something other than petrol oil, which I think is a huge step, and it blows a lot of people's minds. Beef. On the first trip, you guys went on diesel, right?
Diesel the whole way.
You guys talked to somebody in Washington at Mutant Fest, right?
Talk to a mutant.
Talked to a mutant himself, and they told you that you could run on vegetable oil.
Yeah, I mean, we'd heard that before, but then he was like, wow, I can't believe you guys aren't doing this, and he gave us some literature, and then he was about, I don't know how mutants go to school, but he was gonna go to school for engineering and somehow, like, green engineering, I don't know where. His emphasis was going to be engineering with, like, a green emphasis. So, I don't know what schools offer those kind of degrees, though.
Southern California. Southern California's got the best oil we've found so far. Like, they're the most progressive as far as trans fats.
Yeah, well, their trans fats are now illegal in the whole state.
It's illegal?
Yeah.
Hell yeah.